This school year, teachers across the Marysville School District are doing things differently so our kids' needs are met and they are better supported. Let's hear from Kristine Leone, a second grade teacher at Marshall Elementary.
Hello, my name is Kristine Leone and I teach second grade at Marshall Elementary. For the past 16 years, I've taught kindergarten, and this is my first year teaching second grade. So I started off the year assessing all of my students. We did the iReady math diagnostic, the iReady reading diagnostic, and I assessed all of my students in FMP, which is Fontes and Pinel reading levels. The results came back and they were honestly quite alarming. I only had one student at grade level, and the remainder of my students were 1 to 2 years. So I went to the assistant principal because I was very, very concerned as to how do I teach second grade curriculum along with kindergarten curriculum as well as first grade curriculum all at the same time. And she said something to me that really stuck with me. She said, I would like for you to think about what it is that students need to know versus what is nice to know. And that gave me permission to meet students where they are. So I went back to the basics, because if students don't have a foundation to build upon, then nothing can be built. I'm working closely with the lab intervention team, and we have set up specific intervention times where we have come together, we've taken a look at all of the data, and we have pinpointed who needs to be in these small group instructional groups. And so we have a half hour set aside for intervention where the lab group is seen, as well as a small group is seen by myself in both math and a half hour as well in reading. On top of that, I am seeing students during what I call rotations. Some teachers call it daily 5. And during this time, I see every single student in this classroom for around 20 minutes each. So this has allowed some of my students to be seen in a small group instructional setting for an hour and 20 minutes a day. As a result, I have retested my students in iReady Math, iReady Reading, and again in FMP, and the results have been astounding. Every single student moved up in iReady Reading and iReady Math. On top of that, every student except for one moved up in the Fontes and Pinel reading levels. In fact, some students even went up 5 reading levels, which is incredible. Parent communication has also been highly important this year. During conferences, I have made my share-out sheet a lot more specific so parents can see where students have started versus where they are now. All of this means hard work, and I've been having to spend very, very late hours here at work, as well as taking work home, and even working until around midnight some days. It's hard, but it's paying off. We have a real sense of urgency, and I'm ready to meet it. And I know that the rest of the Marysville school teachers and district are ready to meet it as well. Thank you.
This school year in the Marysville School District, we're doing things differently. Thank you for your partnership and support of Marysville and Tulalip students.